creatures, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy. I'm so glad to have you today. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I really appreciate you being here today. So today I'm just going to pick a card all about who's gossiping about you, what are they saying. We're going to get some initials, we're going to get some details on what's going on, what's the tea on you. So I've got 3 stacks here today, and we have candle with each stack. That's what I was guided to do. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down in my description box below. So with that said, let's go through the card. We have the Zombie Tarot here. And a green candle, obviously, right? No, Amy, it's not a green candle. Okay. Anyway, and then we have the Hermetic Tarot, and we have the blue candle, and then we have the Goetia Tarot, and the yellow candle. So I will also insert a photograph, a little video, if you guys want to meditate a little bit and decide which stack. You may be drawn to more than one, and by all means, there may be a message for you in more than one stack. So with that said, I will see you wonderful magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys. Hello, Group 1, all of you who selected the Zombie Tarot or this green candle or both. This is going to be your reading all about who's gossiping about you and why and what all the tea is. So we're going to get some initials and some charms, and I have got a deck over here, not a deck, a stack of cards that I've done a pre-shuffle for to kind of speed up the readings a little bit, because with the charms and the initials it kind of gets kind of long. So all right, with that said, let's put this over here. Put that right there. And let's go ahead and get your charms and get some initials. Who is gossiping about you and why? We're also going to get some numbers, okay? So first, let's get the numbers. How many people are we talking about here? Is this 1? Is this 2? Is it a couple? Is it... We'll see. I feel like doing one dice for you guys, so... Okay, 5, up to 5 people. So it feels like it could be like a friend group, or this is what I'm feeling with the 5 here. I don't know if you can see that, but I feel like the 5, there's a dot in the middle, and I feel like the dot in the middle is the one talking, and the people are kind of standing around like having to listen almost. This could be online, because I feel also like net-like energy here. So it could be online, it could be in person, it could be at work where, you know, people are like send emails and things like that and text. So, okay, so we're looking at 5. Up to 5 people. Might be a group online or a group in person. There may be some kind of music related, or a music group or something, like a Facebook group or something like that, or Twitter. Twitter has like groups and things, I think. Anyway, let's get some more energy here. Tell me who is gossiping about Group 1. Give me some initials. I need some charms. All right, there we go. Got a lot of initials for you guys. So, okay. I dropped my charms, you guys. Okay, I'll get those in a minute. All right. I can't believe I did that. Okay, it's been that kind of day. Okay. Okay, oh wow, we have words just coming out. So let me just get all these together. Yeah, there's a lot. Let's see. Is there an A here? Okay, we have a GETNVYHMBC. Did I say M? X Z T S I, two I's here, JTO, and an A and a B. So we have B twice. And then the charms. Let's get into I'm going to show you all this. I'm just kind of getting all these. Got a lot of charms, actually. So, let's see. We have the golden star and the purple star. These are new charms. They're really special charms, actually. And let's see. What is that? Is that a fish? All right. I think so. We have butterfly. We have, to me, this feels like a moth more than a butterfly. We have a horse, a heart. We have, what does this say? I cannot read it. Made with a smile. Okay. We have a leaf, an owl. I love when the owl shows up. We have a starfish. We have a turtle. We have a key that it feels a little different. It's really weird. I get like Mickey Mouse vibes off this key here. So then we have another key. We have a Paris, the statue, not Statue of Liberty. It is the Eiffel Tower. And then we have like a moth here. Okay, so we have all these initials. We have all these charms. Let's see what we're getting into. That is all the initials. I'm going to give you guys a minute to kind of look at the different initials there and the charms. Okay, who is gossiping about you and why? Well, we have all these initials here, so I feel like this is definitely like a group of people. And for some of you, it may be one person who's talking to a bunch of other people, or it could be an actual group of like friends who talk about you when you're not there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It could be a group of people who go to lunch at work. It could be online as well, but it feels group related, okay? And we have the butterfly here. We have the moth. And I feel like, and with the owl here, there's something about talking about like your darker manner. Like, you know, maybe you dress a little bit differently than others at work, or the way your appearance is different. And I feel like, see, we have this key here. This key right here with the little, I don't know, I'll try to show it to you guys. These are so small, but this key, this one, yeah, this key right here, to me, this feels like Hecate energy, all right? Underworld energy, magical energy. I feel like you are a very magical person. And because of that, probably people talk about you often. So you're probably not really like, yeah, I mean, they talk about me all the time. It's fine. And you may be an air sign. A lot of air signs have this problem where people talk about them, because air signs can appear to be aloof when really they're engaged, especially Aquarius. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, all right? Keep in mind it's a general reading, it's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get some cards. I'm gonna leave your charms like right here. Or would it be right? Better it's right here. That's what I feel. I feel it's better here, Amy. Okay, so let's go through the oracle. Remove that. Ooh, I don't want to. Oh, okay. Let's go to the oracle. We have zombie, control. Who's talking about you and why? We have the answers you need are coming. Okay. We have Sagittarius, I see. I'm going to push these up. We have mischief and play, trick or treat. Ooh. You know, I feel like this person is just like, for some of you, this person pretends to be somebody they're not with you, okay? It's almost like they do this to kind of control the situation and to find out more information. This is someone who really likes to talk about people. This is someone who really likes gossip. Like, they almost have a problem with talking about people. We have boundaries. Yeah, this person definitely violates boundaries, okay? When they talk about you, they're talking about things that are none of their business, okay? And if this is like a trusted friend, like a friend of me vibe, and I'm feeling that for some of you guys, I feel like This is someone who personally probably you have fought with probably recently about some kind of boundary issue, or they're famous for really not respecting people's boundaries. So it's going to be different for different people. We have gateways. This person may have blonde hair or red hair. They may be a little bit older than you. For some of you, this may be somebody in like an office, like an older person who's talking about you in the office. We have confidence. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel this energy of you being very confident, like especially in your work, if this is work related. If you don't feel confident, you may not realize it, but you put off this air of being confident. And, you know, again, I'm getting pulled back to air signs. Air signs often come across that way. They don't really feel that way, but it has to do with their ability to kind of, I don't want to use the word detach, but that aloofness, that mentally a lot of air signs are always busy. They're always thinking. And people think they're not paying attention, or they're not uninterested, or they're snobby or whatnot. And really, they're just busy in their mind. So you may have a very active mind. You may not realize that people may find your energy like aloof and a little bit snobby or something like that. And it's because they don't really know you well. And I feel like you probably don't just let everybody in. And that may be part of why this group is talking about you, because I feel like maybe they've tried to kind of let you in, or maybe you've hung out with them, but you haven't in a while, or maybe they've asked you recently and they're like, no. This particular person may be trying to hang out with you more, or maybe they went through a phase where they were and then they just kind of stopped because they know, hey, it's not going to happen for whatever reason. Maybe have some Scorpio energy here as well. Maybe some Scorpio and Venus. I'm getting like Aquarius and Mars vibe. And you may have like Gemini and Saturn or Mercury, something like that. An air sign and Mercury, they or you. Yeah, so we have Healer 22. You listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth. A river of mercy blessed my mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Okay, so why do people keep talking about you? Because your guides in the universe are bringing through a healing where it's going to heal. If you don't feel confident, you're going to feel confident, okay? Because you're going to get to a place where all this gossip doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It doesn't matter their opinions of you, because you're going to keep doing what you do, okay? And I feel like you reach a certain point in your life where you're like, especially if you're someone who has been talked about all the time, you just feel like they're always going to talk about me. So you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do for me. I'm going to be happy. And, you know, screw the haters kind of thing. We have Colorless Angel 10. I feel like the person who is talking about you, or people, I think there's some depression there. I feel like they don't have a lot going on in their own life. And for them, you're the color in their life. Like, you're the interesting thing. You know how some people just don't have anything to talk about? They just don't have anything going on because they haven't really expanded their horizons. So instead of them working on themselves, they kind of trash talk other people. And I feel like you guys probably know who this is because you've listened to them trash talk other people, and you've been like, you know, don't want to interfere, but I also don't want to like listen to it. I don't want to be a witness to the horrible stuff coming out of your mouth. Danu, mother of creation, motherhood, ferocity, and creation. Yeah, I feel like your energy is very fierce. That's why this energy wants to talk about you. And we have the Morgane, antipathy, introspection, and opposition. Yeah, this is just somebody who like really enjoys, I don't almost want to say enjoys fighting. Like, they enjoy like getting into it. They like yelling. And this is someone, I'm feeling like hands go forward. Like, if they don't fight with people now, they used to, like, literally physically fight. Like, you know, I'm seeing like literally a feminine energy dragging another feminine energy like out of a club. Okay, so I feel like this person has been aggressive like in the past, and maybe they talk about it, but maybe they're not now. Okay, so take what resonates here. Let's look at the channel messages. We have, we have bitch. Okay, all right, there you go. Okay, now maybe this person's a bitch, or they're talking about you being a bitch. Family, this could be talking your family. I'm sorry, this feels this feels inappropriate and wrong. Your family, you know, they should be your biggest heroes. And for some of you, I feel like there is people in your family who are talking positively about you. I think they really are enjoying seeing you kind of blossom. I'm feeling a blossoming energy with the motherhood card here. I feel like for a lot of you, this actually may be your mother bragging about you, which is beautiful, or a mother type energy. This is energy, not gender. Okay, so someone who would be like a mother to you, who really cares about you. And this person who I'm picking up on, I feel like they know that maybe you have some issues with depression as well, or being blue, or maybe you have a hard time reaching out to people because people talk about you so much. People play with this trick or treat card. Like they present one way and they put on a mask that it's a treat and really it's a trick kind of energy. Quick tempered. Maybe you're quick tempered and they're talking about it. Or maybe the person talking about you is quick tempered. We have promotion and powerful. Okay, so for some of you, they're talking about you at work. Okay, they're talking about you at work, and I feel like some of you have supervisors who are like, this person needs a promotion. For some of you, maybe other people are, I feel like there's an energy around some of you where like they want you to get into a different department or a different area of work. And then we have powerful. Okay, and I'm feeling like that's your energy. I feel like for a lot of you, there's just this underneath the surface of maybe appearing like uninterested or whatever. I feel like some people feel that power that's underneath the surface. I feel like a lot of people who are powerful get talked about. Okay, because people feel the energy and sometimes it's uncomfortable. I feel like you may have catalytic energy as well. That's why people talk about you. It's because you have catalytic energy. When people see you being confident and stepping in your power, even though you may not be feeling it, it's interesting because some of you don't feel that internally, but that is the image you project, and that's what people react to. When you have catalytic energy, many times you don't realize how you affect other people, because if you did, you wouldn't do the things you do, and your guides, the universe, wants you to keep doing the things you're doing because it may be your job to kind of catalyst people for change. So, okay. Let me get some tarot here to get some more info on the gossip. For some of you, though, I am feeling like a feminine energy that has a negative, you know, this could be like a mother-in-law, even a mother. That this is energy, not gender. So, someone who feels like a mother, even a father. And I feel like some of you guys may be feeling like you let this controlling energy down. So I feel like you may have like a controlling like friend, boss, family member. And I feel like you often feel like you let them down. Okay. And the truth is they're controlling because I feel like they see your potential here. For some of you, your boss is looking at you for a promotion when they can give you one. Okay. For some of you, they just can't give you one right now. Okay, give me some more information about who's talking about group 1 and why. Okay, I'm going to take those. We're going to get 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I think that's 7. All right, so let's go through them. I'm not taking reversals. I don't feel like I really need to. We have the star card here. This is that energy I was talking about. This catalytic energy. Okay, some people just have it. They have that thing. And no matter what field of work you do, and you may not realize it, but when you enter a room, like you change the vibration. Okay, and some people who do this have no idea what's going on. And people get kind of unnerved sometimes or uncomfortable because of your energy, because I feel like there is just it's like a slow burn underneath the surface, and people are intrigued by it. And a lot of times people talk about like the things that are intriguing and mysterious, the things that make them think deeper. I feel so much Scorpio here. Like, I feel like you make people kind of dig deep. I feel like you may actually be a little adversarial in the fact that you may bring up things and conversations and things that really make people think and question their paradigm. And that can be very catalytic, and people cannot like it. They can immediately be like, don't do that. I don't like it. And they kind of move away from that energy. And other people, they like it, but they don't know what to do with it. So we have the 8 of Cups here. All right, so I feel like for many of you, I'm pulling on the the photo here. It's almost like, okay, this is what I'm getting from this card. I feel like this is a person talking about you, and it's like they enjoy watching chaos. So if you've been having a hard time lately, they're watching it and they're talking about it, okay? So if you had some kind of storm you're going through, some kind of upheaval, you know, it feels powerful. Maybe you had a foundation fall, a breakup, something like that. They're talking about it. Maybe they're talking about you at work because there's a review coming up and they don't think it's going to go well as well. And this may have been something that happened around the holidays with your family. We have the mall here, you know, shopping, Christmas, that kind of thing. So it's different for different people. So take what resonates here. We have the Five of Wands. That really is like about competition. Look at the fighting here. I feel like there's someone talking about a fight with you, and how, okay, this is interesting what I'm getting from this card. How they like cut you off. This is not going to resonate for everyone, but this is someone who likes to fight. Like, they enjoy fighting with you. This may be like even a best friend who just likes to fight with you, and they talk to people about your fights, and they always make it sound like they won, when really in most fights nobody wins. Okay, nobody wins. It's a bad situation. And you know, if you have someone around you with the star energy and they're always fighting with you, it really is because subconsciously they're jealous. Okay, they're jealous of your energy. We have the King of Hazards here. This feels work related as well. I feel like though, for a lot of you, people are talking about like, you have potential. You have serious potential here with promotion. And I feel like for some of you who are quick-tempered, I feel like people who want to promote you are looking at that. So at work and things like that, or online or wherever this is, you know, when you get angry like that, because it's okay to be angry, you know, it's part of being human, but it's important we're aware of how our anger kind of pushes us to kind of act, okay? Because I feel like a lot of times we project things when we're angry that we don't mean to, okay? It's not intentional, and that's something that we can become aware of and filter, so that, you know, we can place the anger properly where it goes in a healthy way, yet not really strike out at anyone, but talk in a reasonable way. And I feel like it's hard because with the Five of Wands, it's almost like you have somebody around you that likes to get under your skin. Okay, they like to mess with you because they like to fight. They like to fight. Okay, Ten of Hazards. Ten of Hazards, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is happy family, joyous family, definite family. So for some of you, this is validation that someone in your family is talking about you. I feel like for some of you, it was at Christmas. It's like, you know, when families get together and then, you know, sometimes we all split up in little groups or whatever. There's often like family gossip, right? I think some of you guys had friends and family at like a big gathering, and there was definite talking. And I feel like for some of you, they're talking about your kids. They're talking about a breakup. They're talking about how you treat your kids. Maybe you've had some issues with your children, or the other parent of your children, or something like that. But they're definitely talking about it. And I feel like for many of you, there's a lot of judgment here. So it doesn't feel good. Five of Cups. So we have the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay, and I feel like some people are talking about how they wish they would have helped you more. This seems to be coming from like parental, grandparent, aunt, uncle, that kind of thing, or at work, where someone in a position where they could have helped you, but they chose not to, is talking about how they wish they would have. Maybe it has to do with a promotion. Maybe you were passed over for a promotion, or you were encouraged to not apply, and maybe this person's feeling a little bit of guilt about that. We have the Four of Cups here. So I feel like if you guys have had a major storm recently, you're in recovery mode with the Four of Cups. However, I also feel like you're looking at the perceived failure of a situation, of that storm, whatever it was. And I think Spirit is coming in to tell you that there's something else coming, okay? It's going to surprise you. When I get the Four of Cups, it's always a surprise, all right? And I feel like for some of you, somebody wants to surprise you, like somebody in your family, somebody who feels like family, or there's a promotion coming that's going to surprise you. And some people are talking about it. Maybe people are working on like a surprise party, or they're going to surprise you. For some of you, they're going to surprise you with some dirt. You know what I'm saying? On people. Like, they're going to start telling you about what's going on. And it will surprise you. It will probably make you want to go confront this person. And just, you know, I'm getting this kind of energy of like, I know this is probably like, I don't want to hear this, Amy, but be kind. Okay, because this person is not where you are. They don't have this energy, the star energy. They don't have that. Okay, that's why they play so much. That's why they make mischief. Okay, it's like I get the I see here. There's just a lot of witnessing and listening to your issues. Like, I literally hear catastrophe and misery. Like, they love to hear about it. They love to fight about it. And this is somebody that we probably have fought with and haven't let go because you value them. But it may be time to kind of really think about this connection and how much time you want to invest in it, you know? Okay. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hi, Group 2, all of you that selected this blue candle or the Hermetic Tarot. This is going to be your tarot reading. We're going to find out all about who's gossiping about you and why and what all the details are. So let's get into it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull initials and some charms, and we're going to go from there. So let's put this over here. Here's your tarot deck. I will be drawing those. I also did a little pre-draw to cut down on the time because these readings with the charms have started to get really long. So, okay. First of all, I'm going to figure out how many people are gossiping about you, and we'll go from there. So, how many people are gossiping about Group 2? How many people are gossiping about Group 2? We have two people. Up to 2 people. All right, so with that said, I'm going to put your dice right here. Let's draw some initials and some charms and see what information we can find out about who's gossiping about you. Group 2. Who's gossiping about Group 2? All right. Okay, let's see here. We got lots of initials. Let me just flip them all over and take a look. Okay. We have 2 A's. I'll show them to you in a minute. I'm going to try to get them all together so you guys can see. I'm going to show you the bowl here in a minute. We have... Okay. Let's see. We have 2 A's, an I. Let me put them in order here. Okay, we have GOAAKIYMXFIQS. All right, and then the charms. We have an angel. We have a crucifix. We have a very elaborate filigree heart. We have a seahorse, a flower, the owl, the turtle. That turtle keeps coming out. A little foot. I haven't seen that one yet. We have a star, a butterfly, a little fish. It's like a fish. Yeah, it's a fish. And then we have the skull and crossbones. We have another angel. We have like a mermaid, a key, and a bicycle. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys look at those. There they are. You guys see your charms? Okay. So I feel like who's talking about you? Well, we have a lot of water here. The turtle, for me, is earth. We have the skull and crossbones. This could be a Scorpio as well. Let's see, we have the butterfly. I feel with the skull and crossbones, I feel like you've been going through a transformation, okay? And I think people have noticed it. With the owl here, the owl is always, for me, it's a symbol for Lilith. And Lilith is very powerful when it comes to transmuting energies and things like that. You know, you may have had a really tough upbringing as well. And with the bike, I'm feeling like with the transformation in the bike, I feel like you're going places. And there's a religious air to this. Like you may be really into religion, or people at church are talking about you, or a religious group is talking about you. There's definitely angelic frequencies around you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the cards, and then sometimes I go back to the charms, sometimes I don't. It just depends. So let's just keep going here, and let's go. Okay, these are your the pre-selected cards, the pre-draw, and we have some channel messages here as well. All right, so there they are. Okay, let's go through these. So we have nothing will come of this situation. So no matter what people are saying about you, it's not going to have any impact on your life, okay? So if you have negativity coming towards you, it's not going to matter. I think you guys are in a whole other kind of realm of like life. You're transforming. You're going through a lot of dense energies. I think you're probably processing a lot. If you've had a difficult time in life, you're probably going through fears and doubts. And so people gossiping about you is kind of like not a real priority, but yet, you know, you're curious. Then we have dawn. There it is, the light after the darkness. Yeah, I think people are talking about this transformation. I think you may not realize it, but people are noticing. We have eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Okay, there's that transformational energy. This is interesting. I'll come back to this card. We have black flower fragrance. Okay, when I get this card, I get jealousy a lot. So I feel like you have somebody who's really jealous of you. Talking about you. We have Abaddon, the overlord of the abyss, pestilence, corruption, and malice. Yeah, you have someone who, you also have a hater energy talking about you. So up to 2 people. So I'm feeling like you have someone who's jealous and hater energy. Okay, we have awakening. There it is. That's part of the transformation. There are new awarenesses coming to you. I think you're in kind of a hermit mode or a reflective mode right now. And just, it's almost like the energy of the planet right now is one of transformation. Okay, major transformation. So many times, you know, when we're doing that on a individual level, it will be mirrored into our life. And I feel like you're going to start seeing manifestations of your transformation. People are so jealous. We have cleansing. I think this is part of what you're doing. You're awakening, you're cleansing, you're going through it. I don't like the term glow up, but I'm going to use it for you, okay? Because I feel like that's what's happening. But the glow up isn't like, it is external, but it's coming from deep within you. I like see pillars of light like within your heart complex, your heart chakra. I feel like you are just really allowing a lot of the dense energies of the past to go, and it's allowing your heart chakra to really start to radiate. So the glow up that I'm talking about is the glow up from within that radiates outward. Okay, people feel it energetically. It's very powerful. We have air element, communicating. Yeah, there it is. There's the gossiping, talking. I feel like somebody feels like the jealous person, they don't really feel like they're gossiping for some reason. I don't know where that's coming from, but they feel like they're discussing you. But for some of you, they don't gossip, they discuss. I feel like some of these people have like a really twisted idea of themselves. I feel like they think they're better than other people, and no one's better than anyone here. We're all equal, for sure. Owl, 27. Behold, sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes. Yeah, I think you have been doing a lot of shadow work, and it's making you glow. Magic, Morgan Le Fay, yeah. There's something about you that's very magical. Dionysus, ecstasy. Ooh, yeah. You got it going on, okay? I don't think you are aware, but you totally have it going on. Like, people are jealous. Okay. Exciting. I think you're very exciting. You probably don't think you are. You're probably like, Amy, I am going through so much right now. I can't imagine someone finding me exciting. But they do, okay? They like to talk about you. You're interesting. You may not think so, but you are. The way you look, I think some of you have a darker aesthetic or an unusual look. And it's part of your frequency. It's part of your energy. You know, I think you're very creative, and I think you're creative in a different kind of way. And people want that. Like, they want it. Mine. Okay, so this is, for some of you, I feel like the jealousy energy is someone who you might have dated or maybe talked to online who wanted to like hook up with you or date you or whatever, and they're talking about you, okay? For some of you, this could be like a best friend who is a little possessive. There's a possessive energy with the jealousy. So it's almost like frenemy. How you dress, your look, how you dress. This hater, this jealous person is very jealous of how you look. You may not really be like, I'm all that. You are. You're all that. You have it together. And people are jealous of how you look. I feel like you guys see all your flaws right now, especially with what you're going through. Because when we start working through our fears, we start working through our fears about our bodies, our vessels, how we look. And sometimes we can go through our entire lives and not even have a really good idea of who we are and how we look. And I feel like you're dealing with those issues. You're getting free of like baggage about your vessel and your appearance. And it's making you shine. It's making people be able to see you. And it's making people jealous. You know, they want to look like you. They want to dress like you. This may be someone who copies you. And you can catch them doing that every now and then. But you're just busy. It could be a coworker. Could be a boss. Okay? And I feel like in a coworker boss situation, I'm getting like they love how you dress. They think you dress very professionally. And some people think how you dress is provocative. Okay, so take what resonates there and leave the rest behind. Let's get some tarot. Let's find out more about who is talking about you. This abaddon energy, this hater energy though, that's a thing. Okay, especially if it's at work. You know, you guys may not know who this is because I feel like the abaddon energy here is very quiet, but nothing's going to come of it. If someone tries to stir up trouble for you at work, don't worry about it. Your work speaks for itself, okay? And this transformation is just going to, it's going to help you with the communicating to other people. And I feel like the people who communicate with you know who you are, so it doesn't matter who talks about you, okay? People, you're the kind of person, well, people go with what you say. Okay, they come to you. You may be an earth sign, maybe Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I think I'm going to get a total of 5 cards from this deck here. There's another one. Knight of Swords. Aggressive. That's an aggressive energy. That's the hater energy. Haters. They have nothing better to do they? Yeah. Man, okay, these cards are always intense. So, Lord of Abandoned Success. Okay, so some people tell other people they lie about you and tell other people that you're a quitter, that you give up. Maybe because you cut some people off or you stopped doing the things that you used to do and they're not getting their fill of drama from you, stuff to talk about. So now they're like just like making stuff up about you. If this is at work, this is somebody trying to say, you know, you didn't do that, someone else did that, or you didn't do this right, or whatever, like some kind of what am I saying? Like you messed up at work. They're trying to make people think you mess up when you don't. You don't mess up. It's not true. And the thing is, the supervisors over you know that. So let's keep going here. We have Lord of Material Success. This is jealousy energy, okay? You may not feel abundant, but there's an energy about you that's abundant, and it has to do with this glow up. Some people can energetically pick up on this kind of glow up energy, and they immediately get jealous because they can't do it. It takes a level of strength to walk through like the death card, okay? To be willing to kind of look at yourself in the mirror and see the things that don't work for you. They don't work for what you're trying to do. They don't work for you feeling good about yourself. I feel like many of you are working on like feeling good about yourself. Just being able to look at yourself in the mirror and be okay. The thing is that other people look at you and you're more than okay. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're handsome. You got it going on. And some people are jealous. They want you to be theirs. If you have a partner, you have people who like you, who are interested in you, who already feel possessive of you, and they don't really even know you. So it's different for different people. Lord of Material Trouble. I feel like for some of you, you may have actually talked to this person, this jealous person or this hater person, and kind of told them some of the things you're going through, and they're talking about it. They're talking about your issues with the 5 of Pentacles here. They're talking about, you know, the hardship you're going through. I think they want people to think that you need money, that you don't have enough money, that you don't have enough resources, And what's really true here is, Lord, you're on your way to being successful, okay? Part of your transformation is walking into this area of success. When you start aligning with that manifestation, a lot of times that success energy kind of gets around you first. And it really helps you feel more confident. But it takes time. Pentacles energy is very slow. Okay, so let's get into some more. Lord of success unfulfilled. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, they're talking about like a breakup. Something that you wanted to work out that did not. And maybe this person who tried to date you is talking about that. Talking about like, you know, they wouldn't give you the time of day. They're snobby. You know, they're stuck up. And really they want to possess you. So we have the Knight of Swords here. Lord of winds and breezes. Okay, this is hater energy that I'm feeling. It's aggressive. Okay, so they talk about you in an aggressive manner. They talk about like, oh, it's bad, you guys. I don't really want to say it because I don't want to say these things because they're very negative. But this hater, this abaddon energy is uncool. Okay, this is just someone who like trash talks people and talks about like aggressive acts and things like that. Really inappropriate. And I feel like if you guys, I'm feeling with the Eight of Cups here, if you guys have the same friend group, your friends know about it. Like y'all have actually probably talked about how sometimes this person just comes off so forceful and aggressive, you know, and it's from the hate. It's from the jealousy as well. You know, this is festering hate. This may be somebody you've known a while, okay? And maybe you've been friends with at one time and they've kind of told your secrets. I'm seeing like these Eight of Cups, like all kicked over. They're just all kicked over. And the truth is, I feel like for many of you, you're moving on, okay? You're moving on to a different, like, area of accomplishment, of awareness, of consciousness, and it's bringing in new people, and you're going to find these people who are talking about you, whoever this is. It's almost like it's time to disconnect some of your energy, okay? Because you're moving, you're elevating, you're ascending, you're going through all this stuff, you're working through it, and they're watching. And what the kind of people that you need in your life are not people who will sit back and watch and judge your journey, but people who will engage you and understand you and help you on your journey and encourage you and see the light within you. I'm feeling like an aura about you that's kind of golden, and people are picking up on that. So I'm going to get a couple more cards here. I have the Eight of Wands, Lord of Swiftness. Okay, I feel like you're aligning with something very powerful with this transformation very quickly. And just know, as you align more rapidly and things start to pop for you, more people are going to talk about you. Okay, I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know what you're trying to do. But there's definitely, I feel a lot of attention coming towards you. It has to do with the transformation you're going under. It has to do with the glow up that's happening. It has to do with you owning who you are. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may have had third chakra. Your throat chakra may be closed up, or you may have trouble kind of asserting yourself. I feel like that's part of what you're healing. Okay, let me get another card here. And we have 42, which is Strength, Daughter of the Flaming Sword. Oh, I love this card so much. It reminds me of someone. Yeah, I feel like you are getting stronger, okay? And also feeling Leo energy. So part of the transformation is that more of your personality is going to come out. More of the truth of who you are. Your authentic self is being birthed through this transformation. And people are watching you. I feel like more people are going to be watching you and talking about you. And I feel like really you're not going to care. And there's comes a time in our lives where we just surrender the care of who's talking about us and what they're trying to do. Because ultimately nothing's going to happen. They don't have any power over you. I feel like you're very powerful, and I'm feeling like water here as well. I feel like you're very intuitive. I think you have a good feel for people, and that's why people like you so much. I think even though you may be a little bit of a loner, or maybe not a loner, maybe you have a lot of friends, but you don't really let a lot of people in. It's almost like you have a persona when you're around people, and you have a persona when you're alone. And, you know, that's common. You know, we all put on a different mask sometimes when we're around people, especially if we've had some issues in our life that deal with trusting people. So, you know, I think you're learning to trust yourself, okay? And just know that these people, these jealous people, they're jealous and hating on you because you're on track. You're looking good. You're feeling good. You're amazing. And they feel it and they see it and they want to do that too. But they know, especially with the Strength card, that this is hard. What you're doing is very difficult and not everybody can do it. So give yourself some credit, okay? All right, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. All of you that selected this candle right here, the yellow one, or you were drawn to the Goetia Tarot. I've also got the pre-draw here for you guys, so we'll be going through that. But first, I'm going to get your dice and your initials of who is gossiping about you and why, and what all the details are about the tea on you. So let me go ahead and put this over here, and let me get the charms. Keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down in my description box below. So I'm feeling a lot of guides present and a lot of ancestors. So let's find out how many people are gossiping about you and why. So, all right, we have 5. Up to 5 people, okay? And again, with the 5, I felt this with group 1, so you may be drawn to group 1, but I feel like there's a person in the middle who's doing all the talking, okay? But in this case, I feel like almost like these may not be like a group of people, but individuals, different individuals talking about you who may have loose ties, like 2 of them may be talking about you, kind of thing. So I'm gonna put your dice right there, and let's go into your initials. So here we go. Initials and cards. Tell me about group 3's person, the people who are talking about you. Okay. Let me get some more. I didn't get very many initials, so let me pull some more. All right. Okie doke. Let me look at these, and we'll get it back up. We have an F, a U, an O, a B. I will show them to you in a minute. An I, an N, an M, an A. We have an F, an E, an N. So 2 N's here. And we have a V. Okay. The name, it could be initials of the person talking about you. Could be your initials. Or initials of like your connection. Like it may be work, or maybe you know, like a group or something like that. But it feels like up to 5 individuals. So we have a guitar here. So there's music. There are 2 hearts. There's an owl. The owl has come out every single time today. So a lot of Lilith energy here. We have the mermaid that's come out almost every single one. We have an angel wing, a fish, another heart, a musical note. We have somebody is jealous of your talent. We have a heart. We have a seahorse. And we have a horse. Interesting, interesting. I'm getting like birds of a feather flock together kind of stuff here. So I'm getting like water signs. I feel like you are very talented. You have talents and abilities, and it doesn't mean it's music, okay? There is music here, but I feel like for some of you, you like are whiz with math or accounting. Maybe you're really good at accounting or something like that, but you're talented. You're talented and you're gifted. You're empathic. I feel that as well. So let me go ahead and show you all the, can you see those? I made a little square. So those are your charms. Yeah, for some of you, there's something about music here for some of you. Okay, maybe you know each other through music. Maybe you're in a band together. Maybe you are in a choir together or something like that. Or yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. For those of you where the music resonates, or it's like you're an artist and maybe you work with other artists, or you know, you go to art class, maybe it's college or something like that, that people are talking about you. So let's get into it, shall we? I'm going to leave those right there so you can see them. And let's get into these. Let's do the channel messages first. That's what I want to do. I want to find out. Because your energy feels a little bit different than the other 2 groups, to be honest. It just does. It feels different. I think you're very talented. Whatever you're doing, you're very talented at. Unforgettable. There you go. That's the difference here. I'm feeling marriage. Okay. We have seize your potential. this is all really good. Loves your sparkling personality. Leo, fire sign, earth sign, frenemy. Someone who's friends with you, who secretly is jealous or envious or whatever. We have rainbow colored hair. Maybe someone has rainbow colored hair who talks about you. And we have successful. Okay. Interesting vibe I'm getting here. Let's look at the cards. I really want to see what the vibe is with the cards, because it feels like you're just really talented. Now, some of you, someone's talking about your marriage. Maybe you want to get a divorce, or you broke up, or maybe that's always something they talk about. Or maybe they're jealous of your relationships or something like that. You may have an ex who was married to, you were married to, who talks about you. And I feel like they miss you, so they talk about you. They feel like you're unforgettable. And whoever this is, frenemy or not, they really think you have something, and they're jealous because they don't have it. This is almost somebody who may try to copy you. And I got that, I think, in group 1. Like someone who may try to emulate your talent, and they can't because they don't have it. Potions and spells, 28. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. Okay. This is someone you've probably talked to and trusted. Okay. You may be close to this person. This may be like a best friend vibe or something, that's secretly kind of like, they want you to be successful, but secretly they don't, because they're like, you're always shining. Like, you're always talented. Everything seems to just come so easy for you. And the truth is, whatever you do, you work at. You put a lot of your energy into, and they don't. They think it just comes easy, and it hasn't. You like paid prices to get where you are. And it doesn't mean you're super successful or anything like that, but you are skilled in this talent, whatever this is, whatever you have the magic for. And it may be in communication, it could be music, it could be you're a great teacher, it could be you're a painter, it could be you're an amazing accountant and your business is fixing to take off. It's just different for different people. So what we're getting here, South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, this is probably somebody you may have known for a while, and I felt that in the other groups today. It's kind of like there's common themes coming forward in this, who's gossiping about you and why. And I feel like that if this is a person from your past, or you've known for a long time, I feel like they don't like where you're going. They don't like that you have succeeded in something, or you appear to succeed. Maybe you can attract people like partners easily, or they think it's easy when it's really just your sparkling personality. You go for what you want, and it doesn't mean you haven't failed. You probably have failed. That's part of success, is failing. You have to learn how to fail and get yourself up and go on. And I feel like this person doesn't have that ability. We have a new romantic cycle begin. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is an ex talking about how they're probably going to get married. They're probably going to marry that person. Someone else is going to be with them. And they're just so jealous that they can't be the one with you. A time for healing. Yeah, I feel like you're just working on your stuff. Okay, you're working on your stuff. And there's just so much jealousy here, and it feels like it's close to you. And I feel like this connection at one time, maybe when you were younger, or maybe you've been friends for a while, when it was good, and somehow it's gone left. And it's gone left because this person hasn't like self-actualized. They've never really like taken it upon themselves to move through their life in powerful ways, making decisions, unafraid to kind of ruffle feathers. I think you're not afraid to ruffle feathers. And I think this person is a little bit of a coward. Like they're not okay with like putting themselves out there. They're afraid of being judged, but they judge you. They hate on you. They gossip about you and tell people. I think if you have shared time with this person, I feel like some of them are really telling your secrets to people, like trying to manipulate people into not liking you. And the problem is you are so wonderful. You have such potential here, and people see it. I think you're really good to people. I think you have a good heart. So the people who are gossiping about you in a negative way, it's really like spinning their wheels. Okay. We have fated to suffer. Ooh. You know what I feel like? I feel like this is the person who, they're probably close to you talking about you. I feel like they just feel like they're always going to be the wing person. Like it's never going to happen for them. And because of that, it should never happen for you either. You know, and this could be like maybe you have found somebody that you want to marry. Maybe you found someone that you feel like you could spend your rest of your life with. For some of you, this is a friend who is jealous of your partner, of whoever you're dating, whoever you're interested in, because they have seen your partner or they've talked to them or something, and they find them to be unforgettable. Like there's a presence with your partner. Maybe your partner is really attractive and they feel like they could never, you know, get that. Maybe you have like moved into a place where you've really owned yourself and, you know, you're just glowing and your beauty, your handsomeness, your attraction is just really up, and they're jealous. They're jealous that somebody else is going to get close to you. This could be a friend who is like, I want to be close. I want to be close again. But the problem is that with all this hate and jealousy, a lot of you kind of know this, like you're aware of it on some level. And so you may be backing off from that energy because you just don't want to spend a lot of time with, it's almost like you value them as a friend, but you can't spend as much time with them because you know on some level that they're hating on you and talking about you to other people. And I feel like for this group with the 5, for some of you, this is just like a friend group where this person like randomly talks about you to people. And it's like all the people who stand around kind of in a circle. I'm seeing like a circle of people and this person just going to different people, not talking about you necessarily in a group, but talking about them individually. And they're all in that circle just saying, hey man, you know, we love this person. So, you know, and this person just they're very immature. They keep going back to you. And it's almost like people have figured out that there is a weird obsessive energy about you. They're weirdly obsessed. We have parasite here. So this is probably someone who's very parasitic of your energy. They love when you feel like you're failing. They love when you feel like when you're down. They really like hearing about your misery. Like this is someone who, if they were close to you, and I feel like that for most of you, they really, when you had like chat sessions or whatever where you kind of spilled your guts or like opened up, they really liked hearing about it. Like they liked hearing about the horrible kind of things that you're having to go through, especially, and it's been over time. For a lot of you, I keep getting pulled to this, don't let your past hold you back. And I feel like for some of you, for a lot of you, you've known this person for a while, so they know what you've been through, okay? And it's like they like it when things don't go your way. It's like a friend who doesn't wish you well, okay? It's just someone who just takes. They take your energy, they take your kindness. I think you have done acts of kindness for this person, and they have taken, but they don't return it. Okay, it's always like when they return something, like some kind of energy, there's always a twist on it. Okay, we have Abraham, justice with justice and pandemonium, justice, truth, and duty. I think this is your energy, and it's almost like someone hating on a hero. Okay, I'm not saying you're a hero. I'm just saying like you have this energy about you. You may be an air sign. You may be a Libra. You may be a Taurus. You may be, or they may be a Capricorn as well. I'm getting lady goddess feminine energy. I feel like it's either you or your partner, but whatever feminine energy is involved in this, they are jealous of you, your talent, the way you look, your personality, that there's potential here for you. And your aura is unforgettable. I think when people communicate with you, they feel your sincerity and it makes you unforgettable. Like you get, it's not like you get in under people's skin. You get in people's heart. Like there's an emotional connection people feel with you. You may not even be aware of it. Gemini, I think there's an air sign. You may be an air sign. They may be an air sign. But this person really thinks a lot about you. And they think about like what they tell people about you. Like they think about what people said about it. Like this is someone who relives conversations in their minds, and they think about what they should have said, could have said, would have said. Because at some level, the next time that it comes up, they'll know what to say. This is like someone who rehearses for life. Okay, they literally rehearse for life. The things that you're living, they actually kind of rehearse for, if that makes sense. If it resonates, you know. We have exploring wildness, werewolf. Okay, so that's the shape-shifting energy. This is someone who's not being who they really are. And I think your authenticity kind of flows out of you and people pick up on it. And people know that this friend, frenemy, whoever this is, they don't get that. People don't get authenticity from them. They don't feel they're sincere. They feel they're off in a little way, in a little bit. And, you know, I'm getting like American Psycho vibes. Like, this is someone who acts a certain way because it's expected, not because it's the way they act. Does that make sense? And we have acceptance and equality. They just cannot accept that maybe things are starting to go better for you. And they're just terribly, terribly jealous. They're just, yeah, let's keep going here. We have release and we have chaos. Yeah, so I feel like for many of you, maybe you've started to kind of pull away. There's some, I'm getting with the release here, some kind of rejection. And see this energy here on this card? This feminine energy seems to be, I'm feeling like rage, like enraged, like how dare you? I don't know if you guys got in a fight recently or a disagreement, but it's like you've been kind and compassionate to this person and you feel like this person has just like backhanded you, like backhanded compliments, just really knocked you off your game. And I think you've decided with the set, see how set's kind of, this set energy, he's kind of lurching forward. It's just like, I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not going to take this from you. I don't have to, and I'm not going to. Okay, let's get some more cards. I'm going to get some tarot for you guys. All right. Man, I think some of you guys need to do a clearing. Cleanse your energy. There's different ways you can do it with sage. Clear your space. If you have this person over at your house or you go to their house, it's really important that like you clear your energy. If you can roll your windows down on the way home from their house, if you can burn some sage or incense after they come into your house, it will help you. It will help you get clarity about what energy is coming towards you. And I think it'll help you really start to take notice and become aware of how they communicate with you and how everything seems to be twisted or have a backward, like a backhanded compliment. I keep getting backhanded compliments. So, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to shuffle this again. Woo, this card can't stay together. Okay. Okay, there's one. That is the Six of Wands. That's victory. That's victory. I'm not taking reversals. Yeah, I think they see you as victorious and they don't want that for you. I'm getting like they would like for you to get passed over for good things. It's almost like they want someone to wallow in their misery with. It's almost like, yeah, they want to wallow in their misery with someone because they feel lonely. We have death. There's a death card. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, your relationship probably with this person is transforming. You're probably waking up and becoming more aware of this person. And it doesn't mean that you, especially if this is like a friendship you've had for a long time, you don't have to abandon it. But I do think that some space would be good, probably for both of you. I have, let's see, judgment here. So that's karma coming in. And I feel like for this person, I'm feeling like their karma is about to change here. We have the King of Cups. And your karma is about to change. Just like good things are going to happen for you. And meantime, they're going to kind of struggle in the Death card. I feel like they may be going through a major transformation as well. But it may not go the way maybe yours has. Maybe you've been going through a transformation. I felt that for group 2, I think. Lots of powerful transformation. Maybe you're really getting in tune with your gifts and abilities. Maybe you're starting to understand your unforgettable energy that people are picking up on, that really you are talented and successful and you have the ability to be successful with your talents, that you're not imagining it. I feel like some of you guys have subterfuge going on where you self-sabotage, you get real close, and then you have this energy around you saying you're not good enough, or they won't like you, or you shouldn't apply for that, or you shouldn't do that, they're going to reject you. It's like afraid of competition, afraid of opposition, this person. You are not afraid of that. You aren't. I think people are talking you out of doing things that you want to do sometimes, and this person is probably one of those people. Okay. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so I think for a lot of you, it's just time for you to really think about who's on your side and who's not. I feel like you have been on their side. I think you have been a really good friend. And I think if you will reflect, you'll find they haven't been. But I also feel like this is someone who others kind of know how they are and kind of make excuses for them. But you have so many places to put your good energy. Like, you have a lot of possibilities and potentials. It feels kind of raw, but I feel like once you accept the fact that this person's a little bit of a parasite and maybe space is needed, I feel like once you really start cleansing your energy and listening to your intuition, because you have powerful intuition, you're probably an empath. You may be psychic as well. I feel like you're really going to know how to maneuver. And once you start kind of doing that, then dealing with this energy won't be so difficult. I feel like this is somebody that many of you don't want to like abandon, because you guys have a good heart. Like, you know this person has issues, but you still want to kind of be there for them. And so you're trying. I feel like a lot of you are trying to transform the relationship. But sometimes you got to take a step back to transform something, okay? Especially if the other person isn't really ready. Sometimes you have to lead by example with your friends. You have to kind of show them how to treat you, okay? And in return, you treat them that way. Do not continue to give to this person, though. I'm going to tell you, because that's part of the problem. Give when it's authentic, okay? When this person does something ugly or they get hateful with you, recool your energy. Teach them how to treat you. Teach them what's acceptable to you now. And it may be difficult, and that may be what causes a little bit of space here. But that's okay. That's all right. It doesn't mean that it's forever, okay? It just means that you're going through something. You're trying to get focused. You're getting on your game. You're being your personable, fun self, and maybe really starting to enjoy life. And this person's left to kind of think about it. And the self-reflection will lead to some kind of transformation within their energy. So maybe they'll become a better friend to you. So, all right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.